Hey guys, what's up? I'm bringing you a update slash talk about my 1980 Saab 900 Turbo. So let's come down and take a look at it. As you can see, dual vent hood, very desirable. It does have a little bit of damage right here on the front. I just gotta sand that off and put some paint over it, just make sure that it's not bubbling up, and that I'll be able to cover that up with a wrap until I get a chance to get it painted. But in addition, I also have a mostly blacked out grille and headlight bezels, the fairly rare front decor plate, as you can see, the Saab Turbo dealer plate, as I like to call it, and the nice little front splitter that they put on there from the factory. Eventually, what I'd like to do is fit a front mount intercooler that comes down under here, which I'm looking at a Mishimoto currently, which I'm going to find a way to retrofit onto this original B motor. So, some of the special things we have going with this is a K&N filter in here. As you can see, even got a sticker on there saying K&N, do not discard. It has a lifetime warranty on it. We have a polished intake manifold, which is also ported. We have a chrome-plated valve cover and a ported cylinder head. We have fuel lines right here going into the CIS, or continuous injection system, and these are off of a Audi 5000, which we found out in the wrecking yard. So the good thing about these is they're steel braided, non-plastic coating, so you don't have to worry about them cracking like the stock fuel lines. And as you can see, here's some of the stock fuel line here. It's old, it gets hard, there's not much you can do but end up having to replace it all the time. You got some more here, which I'm gonna end up replacing as soon as I can. But as you can see, this is about the diameter of the stock fuel line, and this is the Audi 5000 fuel line. And this is slightly bigger in diameter, which will allow more fuel to pass through into the continuous injection system. And we have a oil pressure gauge right here. It was originally mounted on the A-pillar here, but we decided to take it out of the cabin and put it in here to conserve cabin space. Even though that sounds ridiculous and stupid and pointless, it made sense at the time. So we also have our coolant expansion tank right here, which is the stock. I believe this one is actually out of a 1981 turbo. So what I'm planning on doing is adding in another intake snorkel over here using a Y pipe that just, instead of a single intake pipe here, it's just going to be straight out, going to be squeezing in a little bit more space right here, which will, you know, cluster this up a bit more, but at the same time it's going to be providing a dual air intake, which, as you can see, it just mounts just above the radiator right around the core supports, and it allows air in from right in here, right under there, and provides fresh air intake into the air box and the fuel distributor and all that fun stuff. So inside of the engine we have forged pistons, which allow for higher power input, which I think is very good. We'll come around to the other side here, and we have the original Garrett T3 turbo. Even has the turbo plate still on there, all the details about it. And this is the second turbo that has gone into this. It was replaced right around the time my dad bought the car in 1990. But we have this wastegate right here turned up to, I believe, 15 pounds currently, and it's going up to 18 in the spring once the drag strip opens. And as you can see, just the turbo return line and the wastegate depresses through there into the exhaust manifold down the 2.5-inch downpipe, clear back, come around to the end, and down here, see, it's 2.5 clear to the end, and sneak a little bit further under the car here, and right there, this rusty thing right there is a Flowmaster 2-chamber exhaust muffler, and this was purchased for a stock car, actually, in a it was the early 90s, right around the same time this car was bought, maybe late 80s. And we have our tires that sat for 13 years, I believe. They are Yokohama Avid Tourings. When they were originally bought, they were very strong, powerful tires that were able to withstand a lot of speed. But as time went on, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's starting to crack, and it is worse on this tire here. And right now I rolled it forward so that it wouldn't be resting on top of all this side rot here, which is why I need to replace these tires as soon as possible. And I'm going to be replacing these rims. I might end up selling this set with all the center caps to someone on Facebook, but I'm not sure yet. And I know that the Ronal mini lights that are going to be going on there will take up a little bit more of the space in here with the tires I'm going to be putting on here, which will give it a lower appearance while retaining the ride height. And going to be replacing, I believe, either this mirror or the passenger mirror. We have a spare, and going to be making sure that this is back to the black that it was, because as you can see, the paint's peeling off. You see the stainless underneath, and you got the chrome right there, which is very, very 80s. But as you can see, that is my car, and let's give you a cold start. And let's do a cold start for you guys.